Hello, Lisa Richard here with Loving Energy Recharge. Welcome to the Inner Alchemy for December the 3rd, leading us through to the 8th. Inner Alchemy is a blend of the teachings of human design, the gene keys, and incorporating some tools as a more than existing Lightworker coach. For those that had a chance to watch last week's video, we talked about the entrance into what is known as the Ring of Light through the teachings of the gene keys by its founder, Richard Rudd. Now, the ring of light is how your body is able to bring in light, meaning bringing in more energy, bringing in more clarity, receiving the light codes for your own ascension. And the things that tend to stand in the way of us being open to receiving that is our own belief system, right? So we close down our mind and we focus on our problems, our worries, instead of rising up to the higher vibrating energies, or we get stuck within our own emotions, our own fears, and our own stresses. So we're really on this journey right now to open up your energetic field, meaning your auric field, to be able to trust more deeply in yourself, to know that you can navigate through the lessons of life, that you can feel safe enough to grow, to mature, to evolve, and to be a beacon of light here on earth to help support others. So we are continuing this journey through the Ring of Light, and it's so symbolic because we're also entering into the darkest days of the year. Meaning that if you take a look at what's happening out in the Western Hemisphere, we're approaching the winter solstice. So your days are naturally becoming shorter. We have the most amount of darkness in terms of a lack of light at this time, which is very symbolic in learning how to really cultivate that light within yourself, to notice how when our light does decrease, it does affect us energetically, it affects us emotionally, it affects us mentally. And we're also at a time right now within the collective energy where things are getting really busy, right? So we have our human time that is putting a lot of pressure on us to speed up, to get things done in preparation for the holidays. And your natural body may be putting on the brakes against that. We are coming into what is known as the gateway of waiting this week. And when you hear that word waiting, you might already be feeling a trigger within your human body. Because the truth is, a lot of us do not like to wait. We have been conditioned to get things done, get it out of the way, move on to the next activity, or we feel this sense of pressure of knowing all the things we believe to get done, and we want to get rid of that pressure by completing those things. But then we're caught in this never-ending loop because as soon as you get rid of the pressure, more comes in, right? So we can get ourselves stuck in these energetic cycles, these patterns that we stay unconscious to until you really get to know the way that your energy responds. You really get to be in tune with your body, be gentle with your body. And we're going to open up that gateway of waiting to really examine how that energy may be playing out for you this week. So in the teachings of human design, and if you look at your human design birth chart, and if you want a free copy of that, go to the International Human Design School, IHDS. That is probably one of the best bodies of teaching to get your free chart that I have come across myself. And that's also the organization that I am certified under as well. So when you're looking at your human design chart, you're going to find gate number 5 waiting down in your sacral center. Now, your sacral center in human design is the center of your life force energy. So think of that in terms of your inner fire. This is what keeps you motivated. It gives you the energy to go out to the workplaces, to be with children, to just move through life itself. And we all know what it feels like to be energetically depleted, right? It doesn't feel very good. And a lot of times we jump into question, well, what is wrong with me? Why don't I have any energy right now? The gate of waiting teaches us that we are part of the natural world. We're part of the natural cycles and seasons and rhythms of Mother Earth herself. Now, when you attune to your natural cycle, you're going to have a presence or a preference for how you like to do things. You're going to have a natural rhythm of maybe you have more energy in the morning, maybe it's in the afternoon for you, maybe you get a second wind at night, but you're going to notice very specific energetic patterns that are in alignment to your natural rhythm. You're going to notice that certain times of year, you have more energy than other times of year. Some individuals really thrive when there is a lot of sunshine, right? So then we go into the vitamin D deficiency when the sunlight starts to go away. We're not getting that same amount of vitamins within the body. So you might be feeling that within yourself. The more you get in tune with your natural rhythms, your natural cycles, your energy flow, and you really move into a relationship to honor that, to respect it, and not to beat yourself down and try to fit yourself into this corporate lifestyle that is bound by time, man-created time. And yes, we have to adhere to time. We have jobs, we have obligations. It is a part of our human world. But if you're holding your feet to the proverbial fire to fit in all of these things under this sense of time, you're going against your natural rhythm. You're throwing yourself out of step for what you intuitively know for you is your go time and your stop time, your time to eat, to sleep, to relax, to do all of those things. So this week, we are really entering into an awareness of your natural rhythms. We are piggybacking off of the ending of what was known as the gate of apply details. So getting really clear on how the mind often pulls us away from staying focused on the things that really matter, how you become energetically depleted by trying to get so involved with everybody else or feeling the collective pressure and responding to that by doing more than you're able to do. So now that we have some awareness of that within the body, this gateway of waiting is asking you to attune to your own natural rhythm before you jump into action. And what's going to happen in this energy? Well, in the teachings of the gene keys, you're going to be going through the shadow, the low vibrating energy of impatience. And when we are impatient, when we're agitated, we jump in prematurely to get things done. We give in to other people's demands. We really have some effects on our nervous system, our breath, our heart rate, our enjoyment of life. We can get very irritable, very snappy. And if that's coming on the heels of already feeling energetically depleted from last week's teaching, well, now you're really mixing in this hodgepodge of energy that is going to create opportunities to have a lot of disagreements and arguments and conflicts and all of those things within yourself that are highly reactive in nature, unless you take the step back into your own waiting for your clarity, waiting for your truth, waiting to know how to respond before proceeding forward. Now, 70% of individuals in their human design chart are going to be what is known as a manifesting generator or a generator. That means you have that sacral center defined. You have consistent energy moving through you to support your life force. So you are someone who is here to respond to life. The truth of your energy comes from your body's awareness. Your body has a way of saying, yes, I like that. Yes, I'm energetically ready for that. Or no, I do not like it. No, I don't have the energy for that. Your body wisdom is your indicator as to whether something is right for you or not. But we live in a world that has conditioned us to believe you've got to get out there and make something happen. You've got to force, you've got to take the initiative. This is different than being motivated to do something. When you are conditioned to react to the energy, then you're going to find yourself making a lot of decisions that are out of alignment to your truth. You're going to be finding yourself surrendering into giving in to other people's demands, emotions, expectations, including the ones that you have for yourself. So when we step into the strategy, which just means the way that the manifesting generator is here to naturally respond, when you step into the strategy of waiting to respond, what you are doing is allowing your natural rhythm to speak the truth for you to have the clarity as to whether this is an alignment to your highest good, to the direction that you want to go in life. And you're going to feel that in every sense of your body. So the gift for us this week is all about patience. Well, patience doesn't come naturally. Patience is something that has to be practiced. So think of yourself as a child, right? The child goes out into the world. Its main job is to get its needs met. We all have behavioral patterns that we have adopted since childhood that are put into place to get our needs met. And that is why we see people sometimes going into a whiny voice or getting snappy or using emotional manipulation. We all do it. Now, when we step into the maturity, your own growth spiritually and emotionally, you take the responsibility for your own actions and your own behavior, and you look at how your impatience is being felt within your body. It might be coming through as irritability. It might be coming through as just feeling like you just want to push everybody away right now and go hibernate. When you can sit in the truth of that feeling within your own body, you're going to open up the door to a greater communication to get to understand your natural rhythms, what your body is communicating to you. And we have a beautiful full moon on the 4th of December that is putting extra energy in. It is a full moon in the sign of Gemini. Gemini is all about communication. It helps us with the early years. It helps us with our persona, meaning how we're showing up. So there's all this energy right now, putting the pressure on us to communicate through the body's awareness, through the expression of our throat chakra, through really getting clear on your sacral yeses and nos, how you're responding to life, and getting clear on how are you responding to your environment. So if you are irritable, if you are energetically depleted, if you are feeling impatient, this is your reminder to step into waiting, to make peace with having to wait. Give yourself permission to have a timeout. Allow yourself to center back into you to get clear on what are you needing right now? What is going on at the root of you that is requiring some extra time, love, and care? And it's not the external world that's here to provide that. You're here to provide that for yourself. So we can only step into that clarity when we're willing to really look at our behaviors, to look at how the energy is feeling in the body, to understand that we are feeling the collective energy. The collective energy is being pushed to speed up. And that is creating a lack of energy and impatience of energy. And eventually people get to their breaking point. Well, what if you don't have to get to your breaking point? What if you can intercept it as you're feeling it coming in and saying, you know what? That's not for me. Giving yourself permission to breathe, giving yourself permission to relax, giving yourself permission to get really clear on why are you evolving yourself in this, and is that really where you want to go? So be mindful of this energies. Know that you're going through the ring of light. You are going through those testings as we're getting to the winter solstice, the time when the day then starts to become longer. The light does start to increase. But just like giving birth to a child, we're going through the birth canal right now. This is like the final push into your shadow energy, into your darkness, to claim full responsibility for all of what you have cultivated so far within this astrological year, not man's year, but the astrological year that started in the beginning of spring with the start of Aries season in the first house of beginnings and all of those beautiful things. We are also approaching the 12/12 portal this month, and there is an opportunity to attend a free event, to come in with your birth chart, to talk about those energies and really do a final purging energetically, spiritually, emotionally, physically, as we then come into the winter solstice. The winter solstice brings us into one of the love gates within human design. It is up within the center of self, your magnetic connection to the higher realms, to your due north. And that's all about stepping into the behavior of the self. We are responsible. So when we start to grow emotionally and spiritually, we're recognizing these energies. We're allowing these energies to be integrated within the body. That is your inner alchemy. And then you are choosing for yourself in your free will choice to choose, how are you going to respond? So remember that everything has a teaching lesson. Observing irritability, impatience in others will teach you about yourself. Observing it within yourself is also going to be a great teacher for how you're responding and how others communicate then to you. Using tools to help support yourself through cultivating the gift of patience. Knowing that this energy will pass. There will be another season. There will be more light on the horizon. There will be less stress when you give yourself permission to make space for you. So enjoy the journey. These are our opportunities for great ascension. They are opportunities to cultivate kindness, compassion, understanding, grace. We don't move into those higher qualities unless we first recognize those lower qualities, and we can be honest that they do exist inside of us. They're not just about everybody else. We have them. But when you recognize that you have them and you choose to move into a higher vibrating energy, you're strengthening your foundation. You're strengthening the light within you. You're opening yourself up in this ring of light to say, I'm available. I'm available for the next level of ascension, to move into the next level of consciousness. I am available to be a light within this world. When one rises, we all rise. So take the time to do the work for yourself. Hold the space and grace for others. Don't step into a judgment. Step into a learning opportunity. Get curious. You're in Sagittarius season. This is the 9th house of exploration, higher learning, and spirituality. Embrace that. Be the explorer and get curious with yourself. I'm sending you all so much love. Namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. And I look forward to connecting, whether you're coming in to join the free event on the 12/12 for the portal. There's also an opportunity on December the 4th, so in the full moon of Gemini to come into a Facebook Live event where I will be pulling oracle cards for those who are open to receive. You'll find those details in the links below or on the Facebook page in the event tab. And for those who are really curious about your human design and you're curious about diving deeper into the gates, into the gene keys, understanding what it means to be in right now Sagittarius season and the energies associated with that, we have self-guided courses for each of the zodiac signs. There's over 5 hours of teaching in each one of those. It takes you through the astrological, the houses, the element, the angelic connection, the archetypes. I move you through myself into the gene keys, your human design chart. So whether you're following along as we are turning the seasons and really getting to understand how the energy out in the macro affects you, the micro, or you're perhaps just curious about learning about your own design, which then moves you into your life's work, those are tools available for you. So if you're curious, the link is down below, or if you are watching this on Facebook, go to the link in the bio and explore the astrological courses in the More Than Existing Academy of Higher Consciousness. Take care, everybody. I look forward to talking again. Bye-bye.